Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from York Racecourse here on Saturday. It's the 17th of June 2023. Gonna look at the third race, the 305 from York. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And join me next week for my Raw Ascot previews. It's gonna be an excellent week of racing, so I hope you join me for that. Let's look at the third race, the 305 feature of the day. It's featured in the UK, I guess. It is the Grand Cup Stakes. It's listed stakes for Class 1 horses going for an $84,000 purse, raced for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses staying 2,800 meters or a mile 3/4 on the York turf course. I'm going to take as a top selection here the number 2 horse Asrar. I'm going to go 2-4-1 in your TriCast trifecta. 2-4-1 TriCast trifecta. Top selection, the 2 horse Asrar. 4-year-old colt by Mahar here. Jonathan Dady trains. Jim Crowley gets on this one for Shadwell. The horse's most recent outing came 20th of May at Newbury, a mile and a half in the Group 3 Al Rayane Stakes. And the horse finished second by a nose that day, and he stalked early on. He had a great turn of foot. He just mislaid. He was coming a little bit too late, but he stayed the trip well. The extra 2 furlongs shouldn't be a problem. Could be forwardly paced. Let's take him and get our $5 here at 3-2. 2 back at Doncaster, 5th of November, a mile and a half in a Class 2 handicap. He finished 12th by 22 lengths, had a very wide poster on that large horse handicap, and he never really got going. Didn't like the heavy ground. It wasn't his day to win. He was drawn low before that on heavy ground at Doncaster, a mile and a half in a Class 2 handicap, winning by 3 3/4 lengths off the bench. He was in the drive and excelling that day. I didn't think it was a half bad race. And then at Ascot last July, a mile and a half in a Class 2 handicap. He finished 3rd by 4.5 lengths that day. He was on the drive, just not excelling. Something must have want to miss because you didn't see the horse towards the end of the season then. And then Heritage Handicap at Royal Ascot last year, a mile and a half. He finished 3rd by 3/4 length. He had a wide trip which cost him. He just kind of headed a little bit at the lane. I've seen worse races for him. And then he went over the mile and a quarter at last May at Newbury quite easily. Going to a stayer's trip for the first time shouldn't be a problem, like I said. At 3-2, I like him a lot. A horse for the quad pot, or to complete your exact, would be the 4-horse Quickthorn. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets a good trip and win. He won here in the Lonsdale Cup last summer quite nicely by 14, where he was basically in a trot lane. Came back in the Prix de Cajon at Longchamp, where he really didn't run well. And then the British Champion Long Distance Cup, he definitely didn't run well. He hasn't found the form since last time running here at York, but he's also going way down the class ladder today. I'll give him a shot here at 5-2, but I think Asrar is your very likely winner, and I want to see what he does in the staying division as the season goes on. But to recap my selection for the 305, the third race from York, it is the Grand Cup Stakes. Let's take the 2-horse Asrar. Give kudos to the 4-horse Quickthorn. 2-4-1 TriCast trifecta. 2-4 in your quad pod. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.